Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time, my name is Anu Adidire and I'm talking to you from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. And today I wanted to give you a quick routine, should I say makeup routine that I do. It's not like I'm giving makeup advice, so let me just tell you that I am not. But I just wanted to say that for us moms, a lot of times we are always busy on the road trying to pick up something for our kids, and sometimes we just forget to take care of ourselves and just put some beauty stuff on our face and say, you know what, this baby girl, you're also looking pretty, you're not looking bad today, right? And sometimes we just let ourselves go. And I wanted to have this video up because I was sharing my friend, and I was like, I want to do a video where we as moms can talk about things like that. And I'm going to be sharing what I use and how many minutes it takes me to do them. And also it's gonna be like a story time kind of thing, so you will get ready with me, but this time I'm not going anywhere. I'm just doing this video to encourage you moms that are out there that have forgotten yourself, that you think that, you know what, it's all about my kid. But my sister, it's not all about your kid though. It is not all about your kid. It's about you. It's about you taking care of you. It's about you being better for you. And that's the thing that a lot of moms forget. They always forget that it's not about just your kids. It's about you sometimes. You just have to pamper yourself. The other day, I told myself, you know what, today I'm going to pamper myself. I'm going to buy myself dresses. I'm going to buy myself some outfits. I'm going to go do my pedicure. And I had a blast, like more enjoy. I enjoyed myself. So today is just all about that. So the first thing I do most times is just wipe my face, and I use an exfoliating wipe to wipe my face. And when I do that, it's always easy for me. So I try to clean the face and see. Now most times, let me give you my speed rate. So if I'm gonna use, now I will tell you that this particular foundation is thebomb.com. I don't care what anybody says, bro. It is Juvia's Place velvety matte foundation in the shade 350 Somalia, guys. On a regular day, I use Miss Fenty and she works well. But on those days where you just want to quickly run out, or you just want to quickly go out, or you're going out and you want something that will quickly put on your face that will give you the coverage and matte you need, bro, this is the queen for me. For concealer, to be very sincere, it's not every time I use concealer, just because. But this look I want to give you, that I'm trying to share with you, is one of these days. You know, there was a day that I did this thing. So story time is, so there was a day that my husband just saw me that I was all made up and blah blah blah. And most times he knows that when I make up like that, I'm either going to record a video or I'm going out. So he's like, where are you going to? I said, I'm not going anywhere. He said, you're not going anywhere. He said, are you recording today? I said, no. He said, you're all glammed up looking beautiful. I said, yes, I did it for me. And that's the truth. Sometimes you just have to do these things for yourself, not for anybody else, not because you want to go out, not because of anything. Like, you just wake up and tell yourself, you know what, today I want to feel the most that I felt in a very long time. And sometimes is it by going out to buy yourself something? Is it by putting on some makeup? My sister, put it on your face, no matter condition. Put a smile on your face. Like, don't always let all those stress get to you. I know it can be stressful taking care of a child. My people, shout out to my parents. They've been helping. Those needed breaks, those breaks that when I know that I'm getting tired, right, and or I know that I'm gonna be busy, like now I'm recording, I have a few minutes more to quickly go pick her up. So the next thing I use is the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter True Matte. So I said I'm going to be telling you. Sometimes I put on my arm like this. So I just use 3 pumps. And let me tell you one thing I've been doing lately. I pack everything, I put on my face like this, and I just remember we are rushing out. So let me tell you my story time. So it's not technically story time because what I want to talk about is breastfeeding. So before now, I told myself that I am going to breastfeed my child for 1 year. It was a conversation I already knew, and I told myself already I was going to do that. So I'm going to be going with the Fenty, the Juvia's Place Matte Foundation. Now look at it all. I'm using just one pump, like one. This is one pump. I think because of heat. Because of the heat. It's Somalia, right? Somalia, yes. Is this the right foundation? Oh, it's not the right one though. Hey people, I'm sorry, oh, it's the wrong one I chose. Oh, hey. See my life. Trying to tell you why. Is it? No, this is the wrong one. The one I use is Kenya. Hey, oh, Chimo. Okay, guys, I'll quickly. Yeah, I have packed it back. I'll just put it under my eye. You see, this is too bright for me. So you will know that this is not my, what do you call that thing? This is not my color. But I'll put it as an underlay. But this is not my true color. So I just put this here as to brighten up my face. This is not my true shade. So that means my true shade, sorry, is Kenya. Kenya, sorry. See me, oh. And I prepared. So I'll fall back to my regular. My regular is my Fenty. So this is a conversation that I was having with a friend. So for Fenty, I use just 2 pumps, like 90% of the time. So I just put it like this. And it's okay to forget, sometimes mismatch or forget your foundation. You understand? Because in this life, sometimes we forget these things. So I just put it here, and I continue. So I dab into my face. So I was having this conversation with a friend, and I said, why is it that a lot of times you get the stare every time you're breastfeeding? And I was telling my friend that it is so weird of me. Sorry, I'm not using a mirror, so you will forgive me if I'm looking kind of helter-skelter. So I was like, why is it that people look weird, like look at you weird when you're in public and you're breastfeeding? And I'm not saying that you're breastfeeding and you're showing your own body, but you are covered, right? And there are times where I wear tops like this, and when I wear tops like this, I actually I have my baby underneath. So my friend now said it's weird too, because she also had the same issue where she will be in public, have her breastfeeding covered. There are so many covers, and I think that I shared that some time ago about some breastfeeding covers that I've used in the past, and that they really worked fantastic for me. So in my head, I'm like, why do we have that issue where people stare at you? So I also still don't understand why. And if you're in the comment section and you're like, you're in Canada, or you're even in, well, I think in Nigeria it's normal when you see a nursing mom breastfeeding a child. But in this Canada, the way they will stare at you as if you collected biscuit from somebody, like, it's so bad. And I always feel like, why? So let me tell you this story now. Let me continue my conversation. So my beautiful daughter, I went to buy stuff. I have my sister, a sister of mine in Christ. So because all of you said, I know you didn't tell us you have sisters. I have plenty of sisters, and they are my sisters in Christ. So here I'm going in with my Born This Way multi-purpose concealer, and I just put like this. Guys, I'm never this slow when I'm doing it, but you know, I'm telling you stories, so I gotta tell you all the juices. I don't do it like that. Well, I'm not a professional makeup artist, so everybody will be fine. So the time I go back with the same brush to dab it in, and there are times where I just use another brush. But for this particular, like I said, we are rushing out, we are going to buy stuff for our family, so we don't have time to be looking at, oh, don't let me use the same brush. Go back and quickly dab it in. So my wonderful daughter now, I was in the mall and when I went, I didn't take the car. So our car always has her stroller and some other things I can use. So I'm like, we're just going down the road. Like the mall we went to was not far from the house. We have like 2 malls that are not so far from the house. Like one is within 5 minutes proximity and the other is within 11 to 12 minutes proximity. So I just felt like there's no need now. So I went in my sister's car. So when I went to the mall now, so I said, you know what? Instead of carrying like stroller and stuff, I'm going to carry the Ergo baby carrier that I mentioned. If you've not seen that video, please go check it out. So I said, let me carry the Ergo baby carrier because it'll be easier for me to have her be in it, right? So we took the Ergo baby carrier. So my wonderful daughter now was laughing and playing and all that, and I was even happy because I just felt like this auntie is not saying that she wants to come down. So we went to different stores, went to buy stuff, bought everything we wanted to do, and went to the last store, second to the last, I think, yeah, and second to the last. So went to the Bay. So after I do that, I sometimes just go straight, and like I told you, I don't have a particular way or order I do my makeup. I just go straight to do my what they call this thing, eyeshadow. Like I said, it's not every time I use it. So that's how this wonderful girl started wanting to cry. Why do you want to cry, this girl? Jomeloju, like, calm down. So she was quite hungry. Now, because of the whole COVID thing, so many chairs that normally would be in the mall, in this particular mall, they had removed some of them. So there was no way I was going to even sit anywhere to breastfeed. So thank God I wore, I think I said so like 1,000 times. So thank God I wore a very big shirt. So I carried the shirt, put her underneath, and she was under the Ergo baby. So I put the shirt over the Ergo baby and she was breastfeeding. So I went to the corner of the store while my sister was looking for stuff for her daughter. I went to the corner of the store and she was breastfeeding there. So this woman passed the door, is looking at me in a very funny way, and I'm like, it's the struggles of us moms. It's not my fault that she wants to eat now. So I'm using a very dark army green. This palette is from Juvia's Place. It is so beautiful, guys. This is my favorite like shade, the yellow one. I love going with it. It's sparkle. I love it. I can't even lie to you. So I'm like, this one that everybody's looking at me in a very weird way. Emma, like, don't be angry. It's not me that say that this girl should want to shop, right? But like, this is not even the first time that if my daughter like wants to eat or she wants to breastfeed immediately, like, and I just sit down somewhere all covered up, like, guys, I'm not even joking with you, all covered up, and you see that you can feel that stare behind you even when you're not looking at people, and I'm like, why are you looking at me? So that's how I shall carry my okay, at that time I was just still breastfeeding her covered normally, and I'm like, you know what, instead of doing this, I just put her underneath everything, and that's how this girl slept off. So she was under my shirt, inside the Ergo baby carrier, and there was not how I was going to remove it. So I go straight to do my blush. I use this CoverGirl True Blend, and this brush is by ELF. It's an angled brush. I have a blush brush, but I like this angled brush for it. So guys, this is how I do it. Some people say it's not nice, but like I said, we are rushing out and we want to look pretty, we want to look nice, we want to look the best. So I go for my brows. So this one was looking at me in a very weird way, like, who is this lady that is doing stuff like this. And in my head, I'm like, oh, madam, you won't be angry. It's not me that told this girl to want to be crying, but me, I don't even like seeing babies cry in public. Like, maybe it's my own, is it pet peeve or whatever it is, but I personally don't like it. I feel like if a baby is crying, they should just attend to the baby. Attend to the baby immediately. So I shall carry myself, and I went to a corner, did some breastfeeding. Then, like I said, I covered that up and I did the breastfeeding like that with her underneath. It looks very funny. My face is rough, if you can notice. So I go for what they call that, highlighter. So this is a Milani highlighter. So sometimes I just put some here, and I just carry it here and here. Like I said, I'm doing this because I just want to feel pretty for that day. Now this is one thing that sometimes I put last or sometimes I put before, so it's not in one order that is whatnot. So this is my Fenty contour, and I contoured the nose area. So after I do that, I do the ones for the side. Okay, I'm not using a mirror, so guys, it's not looking the greatest. So I shall make sure, and I just go for my lipstick. So I'm using this Super Stain. And booga, I'm done with my makeup. Okay, so guys, that's how I'm ready to go out. Now, some of you will say, no, I don't like how you blend it. The main cocoa or the conversation. So I use my setting powder. My setting powder is not here, but I'm in the office recording, so my setting powder is not here. But the essence of this conversation is, one, take care of yourself. You're beautiful, irrespective whether you use makeup or not. Number two is, even if you don't use makeup, even if you don't use makeup, whatever makes you feel beautiful, please use it. Do it, whatever it is. To those that always look at people when they're breastfeeding, like I said, mine was very extreme. Like I had to put that under my shirt, and after I put that under my shirt, I had to put the Ergo baby, then I think the Ergo baby was like this on me, so I pulled my shirt over her, right? So it was very, very weird to breastfeed her like that in public, but I had fun. I had fun shooting this video also. So like I said, please don't look at people weird when they're breastfeeding. Baby has to eat. That's baby's food. Just like how you're opening a can of pop or whatever it is, the baby is also chopping her food. So I also use mascara. I don't know what my mascara is. Oh guys, this is where my original, so this is the one I'm talking about. This is Kenya, yes, 200. This is my shade, guys. I think I'll do another video having you see what this looks like. It is fantabulous, and it's by Juvia's Place, and it was on sale. Always check out for their deals, about $20, $10 sometimes, USD. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Sorry I was everywhere, but I just wanted to show you that sometimes it's just good to feel beautiful, make yourself look beautiful. What does that have in that bag? This bag still has some things. Oh, okay, so I put some earrings. I think I'll just use this earring. Doesn't matter. See? And you're out and popping. You're still somebody's spec, you're still somebody's wife, you're someone's mom. So you don't have to feel less of yourself. Like I said, whatever makes you feel happy, please go ahead and maximize that. You're beautiful, you are supernatural, you're a co-creator with God, and that's what's most important. So whether someone looks at you breastfeeding or not, whether you are using formula or not, whatever it is that you do, please make sure that you never lose yourself. Motherhood is a beautiful journey, and we'll continue to explore and enjoy the journey together. So till I see you next time on another amazing, maybe not so chit chat video. My name is Theo Ano, and please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and don't forget I have a brand new podcast called Let's Talk Podcast, and this podcast is just for you that want to have conversations with me. This is the podcast to come to, and if you want to support me, I have my Patreon link in the description. So please make sure that you help your sister one way or the other, support your sister. God bless you till I see you next time. Bye.